Hey guys, it's me, Mr. 250, and welcome back to Umineko. People keep telling me why it would make sense that they would know if something was being built on the island, just simply because there'd only be one good way to get things onto the island. And why I see that at the same time, what about an underwater tunnel, huh? Huh? Can't see that coming in. And what if the mansion was underwater? You don't know. You don't know. It's just like Bioshock. It's just the world of Rapture under the ocean, but like right next to the island.
そうね。お父様が語るベアトリーチェについての話が正しいなら、その縁は30年以上。当時は魅惑的な若い女性だったかもしれないけど、今は私たちと同格のタフな食えない女と考えるのが妥当でしょうね。手紙の内容からも、それは容易に想像できるわ。
お前が言うか。
Cross laughed as though blind to his own shortcomings. Of course Eva was offended, but she didn't strike back.
よせよ兄貴。そして俺たちの想像が本当なら、親父の遺産問題に彼女は胸を張って参加したいはずなんだ。何しろおふくろと違い相思相愛だった可能性が高いからな。本人には愛人の自覚と同時に正妻としての誇りもあるかもしれない。
それはお母様への侮辱にあたりますよ。
ああ、すまん。だが親父とおふくろが親戚の長老たちによる政略結婚だったことは。
Ooh, this is interesting new information. I was a little bit curious about his wife. No one ever really talked about her, so it seemed like she was very unimportant.
だからこそ親父に愛人がいてもおかしくないと確信できるわけだがな。
Boy, story time. The family sank after the Great Kanto earthquake, and father was set up as the Yoshirimiya family head against his will. However, in the beginning, the elder relatives treated Kinzo like a dummy, and had a strong influence on him, almost like he was a puppet. He wasn't permitted to decide anything by himself, not even his marriage partner. Since the time he met that golden witch Beatrice in those distant days, Kinzo's legend of the gold was quickly embellished into something dramatic. In other words, it could mean Kinzo really did meet with a woman he loved. If she also knew the whole story, even if they weren't marriage partners, it wouldn't have been odd for her to consider herself his true wife inside of her heart. And now, the person registered as his true wife is already dead.
となると、財産権どころか家督争いにも食い込む気満々ってことになるで。な
るほどな。
You guys sure are putting a lot of thought into something.
この手紙の趣旨が少しだけ見えてきたな。碑文の謎を解く者に家督を。
Something that may or may not exist.
そういう意味か。
仮にその愛人が後宮家に序列を得ていたとしても、その序列はお父様の血を直接引かない以上子供に劣る。つまり序列はローザより一つ下ね。とても家督争いに加われるようなレベルじゃないわ。
そういうことか。魔女の碑文を解けば序列に関係なく家督が告げる。つまり全く可能性のないベアトリーチェにとって最も有利な条件ってわけだ。
The revival of the Urshirmia family had been made possible by the gold Beatrice had bestowed. That was quite a distinguishing service she had provided. She had built that wealth together with Kinzo, so it was natural that she would have thought of herself as the one who should inherit it. It would also be natural for her to despise the thought of giving that up to the children of the wife Kinzo had never loved.
ずうつうしいにも程があります。仮に愛人が実在したとしても、当主継承権を争うなど、身の程をわきまえぬ暴挙です。なんという身の程知らず。
Not so he turned red, her fist quivering. She had also come into the Urshirmia register due to complicated circumstances. Those who knew that understood more or less why she was so angry for the sake of Kinzo's dead wife.
まあ、その暴挙のおかげで、私たちにも公平にチャンスがあるわけなんだけど、ねえ。それにお父様は、この暴挙を黙認されている。後ろ宮家を継ぐのは、愛人ベアトリーチェか、愛はなくとも血を受け継ぐ私たちか。それを争わせて、確かめたいというのでしょうね。
As Eva giggled roguishly, Cross shrugged his shoulders and looked away.
でも、その条件を向こうが出してきたということは、向こうは十分な勝算があるということじゃないのかしら。
それもそうや。第一、ベアトリーチェはあの手紙の文面通りなら、お父さんの顧問錬金術師。その隠し場所を知っていても何の不思議もないやないか。こらひどい話やで。答えを知っている謎々を出してきたも同じや。これでシャーシャーと現れて、これが答えや、家督はいただきやで、なんて言われたら、わしらすべてかっぱらわれちまうわ。
I really do like this track, and I was just thinking, it kind of reminds me a little bit of some of the music in 999, just, not the instruments or anything like that, but just kind of the feeling that it gives you. Just a little thought.
そうね。謎々の出題者は常に正解を知っているものよ。これは私たちから全てを奪うために作られた罠の可能性が高いわ。
そこまで考えると、そもそも彼女が本当に黄金を持っているかどうかは怪しいと思わんかね。なぜ我々にその存在を教える？黙って着服すればよいの。
確かにおかしな話だ。
That was certainly the case. If the epitaph showed the way to where the gold was hidden, why would she challenge them to try to solve it? If they actually did solve it, wouldn't the gold all be stolen? Could it be that this person was trying to stir the siblings up so that they tried to solve the epitaph? And would then snatch it up before they did solve it? That was a very reasonable guess.
いえ、チェス盤をひっくり返して考えれば、黄金を実際に持っている可能性は低くないかもしれない。
どうしてそんなことが断言できるのよ。
Yeah, I'm actually curious about this way, because I was thinking along the lines of the other adults.
待て姉貴。キリエ、続きを話してくれ。
Please do.
どうしてそう思うんだ？
だって、私たちは魔女の碑文なんていう謎々の答えを教えられたくらいで、本気で後宮家の家督を明け渡す気？謎々の答えに感服して降参を？
そらまあ、それもそう、謎々の答えを教えられたくらいで、わしらがあっさり降参して家督をはいどうぞと渡すかっちゅうたら、そら甘い話やな。
当然です。後宮家の家督をそんな程度のことで譲ることがあるわけがない。
そういうことよ。いくらベアトリーチェが一方的にこんなゲームを提案しても、そして見事その答えを示してみせたとしても、 私たちは家督を素直に譲るわけもない。つまり私たちがこのゲームに対等な条件で挑まなくてはならないという強制力がない限り、このゲームは成立しないのよ。
Okay.
そうだな。
I hope they clarify that a little bit. I'm a little bit confused by what she said there.
負けた時、家督を譲ることに強制力を持たせなきゃこのゲームは成立しない。
Okay.
その強制力というのはどういう意味だね。我々を鎖で縛って家督を譲るよう脅迫でもしようという。
Or possibly threaten you with death?
なるほどね。わかったわ。私たちが喜んで家督を放棄したくなるようにすればいいわけね。
Okay, okay, I see what they mean. The rules of the game are meaningless unless there's like something that would actually make them hand it over, I think.
なるほど。ならば確かに、ベアトリーチェは10トンの黄金を持っていなければならない。
I'm still a little bit confused by what they're
わし
saying.
にも分かったで。つまり取引っちゅうわけやな。
どういう意味ですか？取引？何を？後宮家の家督と隠し黄金をよ。
Oh, okay,
ベアト
okay.
リーチェはきっと10トンの黄金の所在を明かし、それで後宮家の家督を買収するつもりなのよ。
Okay, I think I get what they're saying now.
バカバカしい。栄光ある後宮家の家督をお金でやり取りしようというのですか？
Well, some of the other adults certainly seem to be kind of keen on that.
冒涜です。後宮家への冒涜です。怒らずに聞いて。その栄光ある後宮家には今どの程度の財産があるの？私たちはそんなにも裕福なの？裕福の定義とは財産で決まるのではありません。心の持ちようで決まります。私たちの財産状況が一体何の？
Cross interrupted Natsui. She started to go on and on emotionally. In this situation, the more she went on and on emotionally, the worse it would actually sound.
私はともかくお前たちの状況は芳しくないと聞いている。
あらそう。兄さんの財政状況だって相当に芳しくないと聞いているわよ。次々担保に入れて新しい博打の掛け金にして負けを認めないために次々新しい博打に手を出して内情の話をしたらこの中で兄さんほど火の車の人間は存在しないわ。どれだけ損失を出してんのよ兄さんは。才能ないのよ。誰の才能がないというのですか？
I believe she said Cross.
言うにこと書き火の車とは。
Natsui became indignant once again, but Cross raised his hand again and interrupted her.
多少の誤解があるようだ。ビジネスは定価で判断できるものではない。私のような長期的視野でのビジネスともなると、時に短い単位期間では一見大きな損失を出しているようにも見えるものだ。
兄貴、裏は取れてるんですよ。今は見栄を張ってる場合じゃない。つまり桐江はこう言いたいのさ。俺たちは全員が全員金に困ってる。
Well, I already knew that.
そしてベアトリーチェは10トンの黄金を持っている。
ベアトリーチェは自分だけがありかを知る10トンの黄金で、私10トンの黄金の価値はどのくらい？ざっと見積もって20億？いえ200億ね。これだけを積まれたら私たちは歓喜して彼女を次期当主に認めるわ。
The scene returned to silence. Even the rain and the wind sounded louder. That was probably the sound of the windstorm that disturbed the insides of their minds.
冗談じゃないわよ。多少お金を積まれたくらいで。どこの馬の骨とも知れない女に家督を譲るなんて。
I don't know, money can make people do crazy things.
アホ抜かせ。もともとお前に家督なんぞいかんやないか。わしらは何も失わずに金だけをもらえる話やで。そら損得感情は必要やろが、聞くに値する話や。
They knew that much of the Ushirimiya family's assets had been eaten up by Cross. The dregs that remained of that inheritance, versus the compensation for being accepted as the head that Beatrice would pay. It was a shame, but honestly, the former was less enticing than the latter.
まあ、4等分とはならねえだろうな。次期当主を降りることになる兄貴に取り分が多くなるのはやむを得ねえだろうが。羨ましい話だぜ。
あなた、金額の問題じゃないでしょ。不甲斐ない弟たちはお金で後宮家の栄光を売り払うつもりなのですよ。ここで長男の威厳を示さずして何とするのです。
夏希。
Natsui, shut up, Natsui.
あな
た。こりゃクラッとくる話だぜ。俺たちは兄貴から2億半ずつ引っ張ろうと思ってた。もし魔女様が俺たちに10トンのうちの1割も弾んで、
20億ね。
ああ。
Thank you for your help with
俺た
math.
ちは当初の見積もりの10倍も弾まれちまうことになる。そんだけあれば俺たちは十分だぜ。どうせ後宮なんて名前に未練はねえんだ。喜んで売っ払ってやら。
10トンすべてを提供してくれるかは、なるほど。私たちにとって魅力的な話になるわね。私たちは、ベアトリーチェなどというよそ者を弾き出すために、兄弟同盟を組もうとしていた。しかし、彼女の目論見がこうならば、私たち兄弟の団結はバラバラにされるわ。ええ、今こそはっきり断言できる。ベアトリーチェの手紙の目的は、私たちの結束をかき乱すことなのよ。
If the three younger siblings who had never had anything to do with the inheritance were paid enough money to satisfy them, they would happily accept Beatrice as the next head. Yeah, they seem pretty money-centered. If you couldn't tell already, a moat had been dug all around Cross. In that case, the negotiations would be one-on-one between her and Cross. He tried to look strong, but Cross's financial and political situation was extremely weak. He did bluff in front of his siblings, but on the inside he was thinking that it might be alright to enter negotiations, depending on the sum of money involved. In order to bury his losses, Cross had taken advantage of the fact that Kinzo had shut himself up in his room, and had embezzled Kinzo's personal assets. Therefore, when Kinzo died and the inheritance was distributed, Cross's own responsibilities would doubtlessly be investigated. But if he gave up his seat as the head to Beatrice, she would also receive rights to the assets, and as a result, the distribution of the inheritance to the siblings would not occur. In other words, Cross's embezzlement might not have to be made known to the other siblings. Of course, the siblings were frightened of Kinzo, but it was doubtful whether they still actually respected him as a father. By this time, they each had their own families, their own wealth, and their own lives. If they were paid enough money in exchange for Rokenjima, the wreckage of Kinzo's dreams, there was a significant possibility that they would relinquish their Shirimiya family name. In other words, Beatrice's victory was already guaranteed in this game. Not as the winner of Beatrice's game, but as the winner of Kinzo's game. Kinzo once ordered that the epitaph be displayed, and until today no one has solved it. So Beatrice solved it. In other words, this is less of a game and more like Beatrice's declaration of victory. However, Kiryu still thought that there might be a catch. If this was a declaration of victory, Beatrice would only have to display the gold openly, and state that she would buy the inheritance. And yet, she had gone to all this trouble, telling the siblings to try and solve the epitaph. And why'd she set up this new game, where she agreed to hand over all the gold and the inheritance to the person who solved the epitaph? Kyrie tried turning the chessboard over several times, searching for the best strategy that might have guided Beatrice to this line of thinking. In the end, she reached a single conclusion.
おごりなのかしら。あるいは遊び？
何の話？
魔女は碑文を解いてみろと私たちに挑戦状を送ったわ。どうせ解けないだろうと高をくくってるでしょうけどね。
I don't know if she quite thinks that, but I mean, as has been stated before, she wants to give you a chance, because otherwise it's no fun.
でも何万分の1かの確率で私たちが解いてしまう可能性もあるはず。何しろここにはお父さんの血を引く子供が4人もいるのよ。出題者の血縁者が4人も揃い、財産を奪われまいと死に物狂いで知恵を出し合ったなら、偶然にも謎が解けてしまうこともあるかもしれない。
The reason the witch had a superior position on the negotiations compared to the siblings was that only she knew the location of the hidden gold. But if that hiding place was exposed to someone other than her, the witch's superior position would crumble.
つまり魔女の手紙に書かれている挑発文はベアトリーチェにとってリスクにしかならないのよ。確かに兄弟の連帯を分断するという効果はあったけれど、それを狙うためだけにわずかとはいえこのようなリスクを？私は不用心だと思う。でもね、ある種の感情を念頭に置いた時、このリスクは理解可能になるのよ。
それがおごりだというの？
ええ、そうよ。圧倒的な優位に立つと人はおごるわ。
Well, didn't they mention what was it? They mentioned something about that, about how one of Beatrice's weaknesses was that she would occasionally kind of get caught up in the game or something like that. I forget exactly what it was, but that she did have a weakness, and that was that she liked to have fun and, you know, play the game. It was something like that.
すると敗者に対しその優位性をひけらかすために微小なリスクをわざと背負うことがある。
But I can definitely see Beatrice doing that.
適度なリスクは勝利の喜びを引き立たせるスパイスだもの。
And a little bit of magic.
リスクなき勝利ほど退屈なものはない。
わかるわ。私もそういうのよくわかるわ。
ベアトリーチェの手紙の真意をもっともらしくいろいろと解釈してみたけれど、実はこれが真実かもしれない。あの手紙の裏に潜む感情はおごりなのよ。
おごり。
難解な碑文がお前たちに解けるものかと私たちを見下して威張り散らしたいのよ。案外ひょっとすると碑文はお父さんじゃなく彼女が作ったのかもしれないわね。
上等じゃないの。碑文の謎が解けるかですって。
もしも解いたなら私を当主にしてくれるのね。解いてやる。魔女の挑戦を受けてやるわ。他の間抜けな兄弟たちに解けるものか。私一人が解いて、私こそが後ろ宮家を引き継ぐにふさわしいということを証明してやるわ。
Sorry, my younger self is speaking to me again.
乗ったわ。私が謎を解いてやる。
It's telling me that you're all stupid. Something about how you should all die too. I'm sure. Where are we going? Oh, we're back here.
なるほどな。魔女じゃなく ベアトリーチェという名の愛人が島に存在していたわけか。
Really? Okay. Interesting. Yeah, we'll pick up back on this next time. I hope you guys enjoyed, and, maybe we can learn a little bit more about Beatrice next time. Bye!